Hello everybody, Obsessive Gaming, ready to play Kirby 64 to Crystal Shards. Now, I do not have a Nintendo 64, I'm doing this on my Wii U. A 64 would be too expensive. And I tried to do the beginning of the game, so I'm going to show you guys the first cutscene here. Because apparently, the game doesn't let us see it for some odd reason since I've already beaten the game once. So I'm going to do this for you guys. Oh, this is my most favorite Kirby game in the entire series, guys, so I'm happy to be playing it. Uh-oh. I get you know who that is. If you see my Kirby Dream Land 2 and Dream Land 3 playthrough, then you know who this guy is. And if you don't, I'll tell you right away if you're new to the channel or haven't seen those playthroughs. That was Dark Matter, and he just destroyed a crystal that she was trying to bring down to us. So we're going to delete this file. 2, 1... Boom, I've never really seen that because I've only played through the game a few times. Not enough to actually have to delete files. No thank you. When I clicked that, I then did this and showed this cutscene instead, so I had to redo the whole video. But luckily it was not even a minute in, so... Well, it was, but, you know. Luckily, the game doesn't fit the whole screen, so luckily for you guys basically get to see just about the whole screen, thank goodness. Well, just about. It's not perfect, but it's as best as I can get it. Oh, those are all pieces of the crystal raining down. Not only all over Popstar, but on other planets as well. That's why we're not just going to be on Popstar the whole time. We're going to different planets. That's one of the reasons why I like this game. You get to go all over the entire galaxy instead of just on Popstar. It's pretty cool. Now, we start the first level. As you can see, those 3 little diamond-shaped things, that's how many crystals are in this level. Each level has a total of 3 crystals, and the boss fight only has 1. Hey! There we go. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, this is called a double ability. If you'll see right here, I took out a little crystal, combined it with the boomerang ability to get this. Double abilities were unique in Kirby 64 to Crystal Shards, as in you never really got to see them more than just in this game. Unless you had this game, you never really get to see double abilities. You never really get to actually experience them unless you have this game on the 64, or have it on the Wii Virtual or Wii U Virtual. Which is one of the reasons why I wonder why people never like the Wii U. I mean, sure, they might have this on the Wii Virtual, but I don't really have the Wii Virtual version of this. I got a Wii long after that eShop had closed. The only thing you can get on that eShop now is the transfer tool. That's all you can get. And the mini bosses, not unique anymore for some odd reason. They're just giant versions of these guys, of regular enemies. Which is kind of sad that they didn't make the mini bosses unique like they did in earlier games, but they changed it back in the later after this, so... And they do make giant enemies just normal enemies now, so that's a good thing. And now they keep just the mini bosses unique, which is fine by me. I love the uniqueness of the mini bosses, in my opinion. I thought that was better, and I think people who play this game thought that too. So Nintendo answered them. Anyways, we're gonna get rid of this and grab this. We need the bomb ability to get the first shard of this world. In this world, I can remember every crystal shards, but it's the later worlds I have more trouble with. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to go through a level and see what each crystal shards requires, and then exit the level. Wait, can I exit? Okay, I think I can click on try again. Okay, I don't have to just complete the whole level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go into a level and see what the crystal shard requires, and then grab the abilities, because the color usually matches the ability you need. So lucky for us, that makes this a whole lot easier. I think I might actually be able to get all the crystal shards, guys. What do you guys think? Think I have the potential? Think I have the chances? I can do it. I'm sure I can. I'm going to try, guys. If it doesn't work out, I will try doing it off camera, but if it works out, I will try to get it all on camera for you guys. And we have our first mini boss fight. Oh, whoops, sorry about that. Against Waddle Doo, or Waddle Dee as he's supposed to be. It's pretty easy to beat him. He's just a mini boss, so this is the only mini boss you'll actually see in the game that's actually unique, and they only appear during the first world. As he's almost, yeah, I wasn't doing so well, was I? I know, I sucked. Usually I do better with the bomb ability, but this time around I did not. And with it being short field, if I tried to double bomb ability, well, let's just say I would take damage every time I used it. Because it's got an unbelievably huge blast radius. You have to be, like, out of its range, as in off-screen. You have to off-screen the dynamite just for it to work. But luckily, anything destroyed off-screen will still be destroyed for you. So, yeah. And I love the cool 3D minigame with the towel there. Anyways, we got all 3 of the first world, and now level 2 also has another 3. So let's go for them. The bomb and cutter creates these bomb-like throwing stars that will explode as soon as it touches an enemy. The enemy will be stunned as well. So yeah. But I'm going to switch it out for an ability that will help me against the next mini-boss fight that's in this level. Oh yeah, all the mini-bosses you fight in the first world join you on your journey. So there's only 3 levels in the first world to introduce the people who will be journeying with you. And each of them have ways to help you get crystal shards by revealing hints sometimes, or just by helping you overall. Waddle Dee sometimes helps you out of tough binds. The character we're about to meet here sometimes has picture-like hints for you. And the guy we'll meet in the next level after this one, you can literally ride at certain points in the game and get crystal shards in the rooms you ride him on. And so yeah, they help you out a lot in this game. I can see that this game is actually quite good because of that. It's not what makes the game perfect. It actually helps make the game better than what it already is. I had to be a little careful there, because if he uses the shock ability, then I wouldn't be getting that ability, because it would destroy the star I used. Shock and rock ability, the spark and rock ability create a light electrified rock that you can move around by just moving up or down. And it doesn't damage you either, so if it touches you it actually goes back to Kirby and just disappears. Oh yeah, something new in this game. I'm going to show you guys right here. See, Kirby can't continuously stay in the air forever, which makes this next shard very troublesome to get. The first shard of this level is here, in a very tough situation. I actually died the first time getting this. Now I can actually get it without dying. I want to stay on this platform as long as I can. Eventually, these stars, you have to collect 100 to get a 1-up. But they appear all over, and they have some that are worth more than just 1 point, so... See, look at that. That got me right back on because I floated as much as I can. And now the Kirby got tired from that. They saved his butt. Anyways, that's the only real tough shard in this world. Gonna grab these. Next mini-boss, a giant version of this guy, Bouncy. Now, when you beat the mini-boss, don't exit the room right away. There's a crystal shard, so grab it before you exit the room. Because if you exit the room without it, then that's a big oofy moment. A big oof. And you don't want to mess up, trust me. That'd be a big, bad mess up there, and you guys don't want that. Anyways, there's Adeline from Kirby Dream Land 3. If you remember my Dream Land 3 playthrough, she was the boss of World 4 in that game. And yes, it was because of Dark Matter. And again, you have to fight her again in Kirby 64. Now, the boss fight against her is mostly the same. It's just a mini-boss fight, so she's just going to make normal enemies instead of boss enemies. That's what really made the fight against her hard, because he mostly made boss enemies, like Ice Dragon and stuff, and that really made the fight hard. But since this is just a mini-boss fight and it's still pretty early into the game, she's making mostly regular enemies. And they're mostly enemies you see during the Dreamland 2 and 3 games. Although some of them are ones in... I think that's supposed to be controversial. What is that? What is that? Guys, why would they blur that enemy unless... Oh god, no. It's something inappropriate. No wonder they blurred that enemy, but why didn't they just take it out altogether, is my question. Ah, well, we asked them for stuff to stay in, and they did exactly that for us, so I guess thanks? At least they left it tame, at least. When it comes to me playing games off screen, I wonder why they took out some controversial stuff. I'm fine with the controversial stuff. It doesn't really affect me. Oh! I usually slide her, but I didn't think you could do that. Sorry, guys. That was straight up mean. A straight rock to the face. You okay there, Adeline? I don't know what I just said, guys. But that was straight up mean right there. I am sorry. I was trying to aim for the 1-up, but I was a little off. So I tried to aim for the next big thing. Okay, in this level, you actually need ability. You can use just a regular ability or a double ability, because this shard... You can double up regular abilities as well, and make them stronger than what they already are. And this is a chance to actually show you guys what I'm talking about. Because in this level, you can use an ability or a double ability... Or an ability double up, because it's basically the same ability, it's just a little stronger. As you can see, I now have double cutter. Regular cutter is small. Double cutter is much more bigger. Oh yeah, I can't float without my face, so... Yeah, when Kirby loses his face, he can't float. I'm pressing the A button right now in mid-air, but he wouldn't float. Well, now he can't because his face just came back, but he cannot float in the air unless... So yeah, that's the thing. I hope the 3D of this game isn't too much for my phone to handle. You saw what it was like when I tried doing like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and stuff like that. I hope the 3D-ness of this game isn't too much for my phone to process. Because then I would have to skip this game for a bit and redo it all from the start, which would be fine since I only have one world done. But if I finish like the second world and it starts doing that stuff, guys, I'm going to have to skip the game until I get myself a computer. Then I'll quickly come back and do this game, even if I'm not done the next Kirby game. Which is the remake of the first Kirby game is actually up next, so yeah, I'm going to try to get down to eShop because of the Wii U, because I'm sure you guys don't want to see the original version. I mean, I do have the original Nightmare in Dreamland for my GBA. I would play on my DS now, though, because, you know, I haven't really used my GBA in forever. I didn't even use it when I played Kirby Dreamland 2. I had it on Virtual for 3DS for you guys. Actually, I got it beforehand just to make it look a little better than what the original was. It was well worth it. I could actually see color on the game. Well, not really see color, but the colors for the game, the black and white coloring for it was actually much brighter. So here's what I was talking about. You can use regular cutter because it's green, and the color for cutter is green. Or you can use the double cutter because that's basically cutter, but just stronger. When you double up a regular ability, it becomes stronger than normal. That was the first shard. Adeline will give you this. I don't know if she gives you a max of tomato if you have lost any health. I generally don't lose that much health in this level, unless I'm getting really cocky and accidentally run into an enemy. Up here is where the second crystal shard is, and the third is in a mini-boss fight against the guy at the end of this level, which is up ahead, so we're almost to the level. Oh yeah, those guys can be a bit of a troublesome in later levels when they actually are placed in pretty tough spots. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of games I plan to play for you guys on my Wii U. I have so many games I want to show you guys, and there will be new games I'll be showing you, but when there's not any new games I can really think of you guys may want to see, I mostly will be doing old games. I will be trying to get Pokken Tournament Deluxe at some point too for you guys, because someone suggested a playthrough on it. Sorry to the person who suggested it, I still haven't had a chance to really get it yet. I've been busy doing a lot of other ordering of other things I really wanted to get. Because, you know, I want to have all the Pokemon games ready to be done with, so... yeah. That's why I was ordering the rest of them. But now that they're all ordered, all I'm going to have to really do is get some other things. Oh yeah, I need to get Kirby Superstar Ultra next, because I'm getting close to the point where I'm at that point. Because there's only 2 games on the GBA, and it's one in 2003, which is next. Well, actually, it was released in 2001, I think, because it was a remake of the first of Kirby Adventure. No, it was released in 2003. I don't know why it took them 2 years to make that game after this one. Anyways, if you saw the boss fight against King Dedede in Kirby Dream Land 3, you know what's about to happen. But it's much easier in this game. Oh yeah, you can do that, but he won't make the sound damage effect. He didn't even get his face back. I accidentally drew my face without meaning to. As you can see, World 1 only took a little more than 10 minutes, but it's also a short world. Well, actually, it's almost taken 20 minutes. Oh yeah, that Waddle Dee, I learned something about him. He becomes the bandana Waddle Dee you see later. King Dedede there, even though he didn't really like the idea of him joining Kirby at first. Whoops, I did it again. Sorry about that, guys. He grew to the idea, and oh, I barely missed it. Ah, well, you can't win them all. And eventually, Waddle Dee did get a promotion for this, for helping save the world. Even though King Dedede was there too, he promoted Waddle Dee for his heroism, helping out with all this. So this proves Wispy Woods is a girl. Because how else could he have? How else could there be little babies here? How else could there be? Like, little baby trees. I mean, it's cute, but Kirby's now destroying them, so you can see why Wispy Woods is about to get mad here. He's about to get mad. I like how the bosses are in 3D as well, and they have some pretty unique bosses in this game. Like, these little guys are pretty unique. But then the boss fight does stop getting unique as you just start to fight Wispy Woods himself. Okay, good thing that one went down at last, because I was able to get 2 damage splits on him. All the bosses, including the one against Wispy Woods, is better done without abilities, because the bosses I find in this game are actually easier to beat without abilities than with ones. I mean, sure, there's probably abilities out there that could beat these guys, but I haven't really had much luck finding good abilities that could take these guys down very well. So I go with the classic shooting things at enemies that I inhale. Just shooting stuff that I inhale at enemies. After a boss fight, you get a big crystal shard, and you can redo the boss fights in this game. Unlike Kirby Dream Land 2 and 3, you could redo boss fights in this game. That was a first in the Kirby series, due to the fact that Kirby Dream Land, it was just a straight up game, 5 levels, and was over as soon as you beat it. Because it was short, there was no save file, so... And in Kirby Adventure, as soon as the boss was beaten, you couldn't refight them unless you went to the arena. Then Dreamland 2, which came after, they had minigames to replace all the boss fights except for level 7's boss, which led to the final fight, so you can see why they didn't replace that. And then, then in Kirby Dream Land 3, as soon as you saved the bosses from darkness, you couldn't fight them again. You could fight them again if you didn't save them from darkness, because you kind of have to in order to unlock the final fight, is to save all the bosses from darkness. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do watch my Kirby Dream Land 3 playthrough, because I explain it more in detail there, I believe, instead of in this game. And it kind of also shows when I beat the first world boss. And any of the other world bosses I beat in the other videos that led up to the final fight. That series was only 4 videos long. Let's see how long this series is going to be. Anyways, we're on World 2 now, Rockstar. This planet is mostly a desert world. In this world, one of the crystal shards requires electric, the rock and spark ability, if I remember correctly. It's the last shard. Problem with that, you can only get one or the other ability early on. Because the other ability doesn't appear until a little later. So you'll have to go past the shard to get the other ability, but then you can backtrack quickly and grab it. I mean, I guess it's cool, but nobody likes backtracking, but at least it's not too much, so Nintendo used it well. It's not really too much of a problem, especially if you destroy the enemies. Just destroy the enemies on the way, and it won't be too much of a hassle. And trust me, they'll be easy to destroy because they'll just stay in spot. Unless you run past them, then they're going to come at you. You'll soon see why they'll come at you because, yeah. Oh yeah, these guys. Why? Why do you look so excited? Why do you get excited when Kirby's nearby? That is not at all normal. You know Kirby's going to destroy ya. Okay, unexplained. There's a shard, I believe, in here. You gotta go up to these things, at the top of these things. There it is. I hope there wasn't any audio coming from the controller, the Wii U controller, because then you'd be hearing double the audio. I'm sorry guys if you heard that. I didn't really think about that. Now, we got, yup. A little chase scene with sand trying to consume us or something, I don't know. The day the consumer becomes the consumed. Am I right or am I right? Oh yeah, and there's something serious I want to talk with you guys about. I've just lost 3 friends on Facebook. I mean on Discord, and I didn't really do anything to cause that. I mean, we were all friends, and next thing you know, I can't get a hold of them. Maybe Discord is glitching, or maybe something's happening to all of them. Well, I kind of lost 2 friends, I believe. 2 or 3. I still have 2 other friends, my other 2 friends on Discord, so at least I still have some friends, right? Thank goodness, because I felt horrible after that. Like, I don't know if something's going on. Oh yeah, this closes up. I need to get better at staying on topic. Anyways, I don't know why I lost them. I don't know if something's happening. I'm hoping to try to continue getting in contact with them. If I can't get in contact with them by like a certain month, like maybe November or something, I'll stop trying and just set it up as a lost cause. But luckily one of them's a YouTuber, so I can send them a message if they're doing a YouTube video. Because I have their channel because I was helping them out by subscribing to them because they're still a new YouTuber. So I was helping them out and they helped me out by giving me a subscribe. Oh yeah! And speaking on that topic, please leave a like and subscribe. Oh yeah, you can play jump rope with it. Okay, let's play some jump rope. I dropped the controller. Okay, I know. You can play jump rope. Pretty cool, right? Okay, enough of fooling around. I know you guys really want to see it. You guys want to see me continue forward, so I'm going to continue forward. After this level, the things that I have to do to get to Crystal Shards, like the abilities I need, get a little hazy. As in, I'm not going to always remember how to get them. There's actually a spot where I'll probably have to use restore points just to do it, so... yeah, so bear with me on that. Unfortunately, this is not the level. It's a little later in the world, too. I think it's level 3 that it does that with. I kind of like the animation for Spike. Like, look at that. You gotta admit, this game was cutting edge when it came to 3D. Though Nintendo was still new to the 3D stuff, they did pretty well with this game. I can see why it sold well. Of course, they were a little better at the 3D stuff now. Guys. Oh, usually you can't do that. Usually you can't get through that easily. Guys, I'm just like shredding through all this. It's like, see ya. I would take a big risk. If those things had landed on me, that would have been instant death, actually. Those pillars would have instantly crushed me. And getting crushed in Kirby is instant death. I'm going so fast, some of the rocks didn't even come down. Some of the Rockies didn't even come down. But I'm going back quickly to grab these. Oh, hi. Hi. It's the revenge of the Rockies. They're mad they didn't get the chance to jump on me because I moved too fast, so now they're getting their revenge. Oh, you guys are trying a second time, you little sneakies. You little sneaky rocks. Anyways, there's a crystal shard here as well. But it requires me to use... Yeah, they didn't really make the mummies very well. The mummies aren't really very 3D-esque. But all the other enemies are pretty cool and are in 3D, so I guess they get a pass, but still, it would have been cool to see the mummies in 3D. You see a very cute enemy in 3D would have been cool. You jump over here and carefully get down here because of that guy. Oh yeah, these guys, they can actually stab through solid objects, so... Yeah, weapons like Kirby's abilities and enemies' weapons can go through walls, apparently. The walls have collision for Kirby and enemies' bodies, but not their weapons. So, a little fun fact there. Usually I don't get hit on that part, so you guys actually saw a rarity happen, me getting hit. That never happens, so you guys got to see something rare there. So apparently I'm not going to my girlfriend's today, so that's why my video's at my house right now. Sorry I didn't explain earlier, guys, but I was trying to get a hold of Lindsay yesterday, and I did not get a hold of her. I don't know if I was supposed to come over, or maybe it's because I came over not too long ago, so I could see why I wasn't going to be able, holy crap, to come over. But still, it would have been fun to play some games with my girlfriend. There's no crystal shards in this room. Is very useful in this game. As you can see, Kirby does it in a complete circle, making it hard for enemies on the ground to touch him. And if you jump in the air to hit aerial enemies that can touch him, you can actually hit them, but you can still get hit from certain things like in the background and stuff, so be wary of that. And you can't keep the building forever, too. Oh, well, that works. But the double ability version is not as effective. The third shard is in here. As you can see, you can ride King DDD, but if he has the same amount of health you have left over. So, if he takes damage, you lose a hit point. If King DDD goes down, you will lose a life. So, treat King DDD like you would Kirby. Try to keep him going. If you see any food items like this, use them to heal him up if he's lost any health. Because if you can keep him going... Oh, why do I keep accidentally pressing ZR? It's so easy to accidentally press that. But keep him going. Oh yeah, if you hold the B button, he'll do a powerful swing that will cause more damage. And there's some things that can be destroyed more easily with that powerful swing. So that's how you use King Dedede. There will be a few points where you use him in the game, but there's not too overly many of them. Which is sad too. It's pretty cool to actually get to control Kirby's other characters besides just Kirby. This was the first in the series, and really, I'm surprised. I'm happy they brought it back in later games. Like King Dedede now is playable in Kirby Return to Dreamland for the Wii, which I will do a video on. I'm coming over here because I think I can get a crystal shard over here if I'm right. Oh yeah, don't go up all the way. Those guys will definitely hit you because they want to. That was taking a risk. You kind of have to take a risk there on the way down. Do not use the ladder part because if you accidentally grab the ladder at a certain point, and even on the way down, that fire dragon will hit you. I don't really remember his name. But yeah, I may be good at Kirby, but I can't remember the name of all the enemies. Oh yeah, that guy was only in this game. Do not be within his pathway. He will zap the heck out of you. As in, you lose a hit point, of course. Well, at least I got a piece of food, but I was going for one up, but okay. Now, what was the ability you needed here? Let's check the color of the thing you need to destroy. Maybe it will tell me in depth what the ability is I need here. I think I can exit the level, because it has the try again thing there. But I have a feeling this is the game I was thinking of that actually doesn't let you exit the level. Fire, you think fire can beat ice? Stone. Stone. That's what I think we need. Just stone. I don't think I wonder, do we need needle and stone? I have a feeling we require a double ability for that, but I just can't remember the double ability. Although I vaguely remember it just being stone. Because they make it so that way when you need a double ability, you know what you need. You just need regular stone, you don't have to have the double stone. I don't really care for the double stone that much, but it would have been better if I probably went for double stone. So, blame me guys if I take hits here. But luckily still makes Kirby just about invincible, so I have nothing really to worry about, but still. So I believe we'll be able to finish the first two worlds in this video, which is pretty amazing, really. There are a total of 7 worlds. 6 of them are regular worlds. World 7 just houses the final boss fight, and is only unlocked when you have all the crystal shards and have beaten Neo Matter again. I'm going to try to 100% this game, so this will be a 100% walkthrough, because I know I can 100% it. So, if you guys need this for 100% walkthroughs and stuff, don't be afraid to come to me for that. But there are some things I forget, so... Okay, it did require the stone. Perfect. My controller for my Wii U pad just vibrated. That kind of caught me off guard, but it didn't scare me. Oh, this is that level 2 that requires that. Me to use a restore point because I cannot remember how to get the shard up ahead. I mean, I know how to get it, but I don't remember the exact pathway to get it. So, I'm going to create a restore point. I'll also be doing that before we exit the game because I want to keep all the lives I have. So, I think we go 1 this way. Okay, that's all I had to do. Okay, so that wasn't too tough. I thought it was tougher than that. I thought you had to do a few things to actually get that. Okay, so I was wrong, guys. I'm sorry. That was easier than it looked. I think the next one requires stone and dynamite. Which means you want to be ready for that, because with stone and dynamite, stone and bomb ability, it creates a stick of TNT. Problem with that, TNT has an unbelievably huge blast radius that... Oh wait, no, wait. I think I remembered wrong, guys. I think the last shard in this level is a water section. If that is true, then I don't need another ability. I can just choose whatever ability I want. Guys, this is crazy. We've almost finished the second world and we're only 35 minutes in. What do you guys think? Think we can do somewhat of World 3? I mean, there's no guarantee I'll be able to finish all of World 3, but I should be able to finish some of it. And we've been doing so well so far. We haven't missed a single crystal shard. I am actually genuinely surprised that I'm actually doing this, guys. How am I doing this? I'm starting to feel a little teary-eyed over here, thinking of how far my brain has come. I am beating the one thing that... my one disability that makes me forget things super easily. Which I believe autism... the autism I have makes me forget things very easily. Everyone has different types of autism. Mine just makes me forget things easily, so... I kind of got lucky in that department. And luckily, the only things I forget... fortunately, is the short-term stuff. Like, long-term stuff, like me having a job, me having a YouTube channel, all that other stuff, too, that's important as well. Yes, YouTube is important to me. Why else do I do a video every day? The reason why I took a break a while ago is because I was getting tired. I had done too many videos, but now, lately, I haven't been feeling that way about doing videos. That actually killed me one time for some odd reason. I think it was glitched because it was on an emulator. The next time I did it, though, the glitch somehow disappeared. I don't know what happened, to be honest, when that did happen. That made me scared of that thing ever since. But I move out of the way anyway nowadays because I know it can't kill me. But it will push me down and prevent me from getting the shard more easily. Okay, this level I know what I need. First, I gotta get rid of stone. That's not gonna help me. And I gotta grab bomb. I need bomb and spark for the shard here. Now, the spark ability is a little different in this level. I love how they have a unique level right before the boss in each world. Even the first world level before the boss is unique, but not too unique since it's a place I've seen before. But you never really get to see much of DDD Castle that much. I mean, sure, you've gone through it before. But it starts making way more appearances starting after this game. Oh yeah, there's something on the other side of here if you want to take time to get it. Like, say you almost have enough stars to get a life. Like, you're one away. You can come over here and get this, or you can just get it on your own accord. It's really up to you. I'm just grabbing it because the more of those I have, the more better chance I can get live sooner. And now for the one section that I used to be the king of until I got hit on my last playthrough of this game. I actually could beat this section without getting hit. Let's see if I still have what it takes. This section's supposed to be hard, but I find it to be a breeze. I beat it without getting hit the first time around, but then one fateful day I got hit playing this on Wii U Virtual on my secondary, on File 2. On File 1, I did not get hit. Okay, so the first crystal shard for this level is here, and quite a dangerous spot, I must say. I'm gonna go this way now, just to grab this piece of food and heal up. Now, there is the spark ability. The problem is, it's kind of tricky getting it because of that. They could easily hit your ability with a projectile and prevent you from getting it. But if you're careful and do this, you can get it. And up here is where we needed the ability. Water, moon, and star. Okay, she painted those. Whoops. You have to do them in the exact order, too. Water, moon, star. And the third shard is just in a mini-boss fight, so we don't need an ability anymore, and this ability is not very useful, so I'm going to get rid of it. Oh yeah, fun little thing you could do. I'm holding an enemy. And you can use them to your advantage too, like, whee! Okay, enough of that. That's all the crystal shards for this level. I think I can use this ability in a boss fight. Actually, I believe this ability is very useful in a boss fight. And this, I believe, is the last bit of the level. Now, we meet these guys. Yeah, they may look cute on the outside, but they're devilish if you let them touch you. So jump to the side as soon as you can. Luckily, there's platforms that make this section a heck of a lot more easier to get to the boss. Got it! Finally, after messing up tons on World 2, I finally got a 1-up. And look at that, we're already at the boss of World 2. Starting with World 2, all the way up to World 5, there's 4 levels. And World 6 is just like World 1, only 3 levels before the boss. Why that? I don't know. Maybe they didn't want an even 75 shards in the game. There would have been 75 shards if they had a 4th level in World 6. I counted the shards. I don't know how accurate my number crunching is, but back then I used to be good at numbers. Anyways, it's time for the boss fight. For the first bit, though, we can only dodge his attacks. And I like how close up it shows Kirby, because he's super cute. I mean, look at him. Look at that. Oh, God. Okay, that's devilish, actually. Okay, is that much better, guys? Oh, shoot. I almost messed up. Devil Kirby. Oh, shoot. Devil Kirby. It's Devil Kirby, guys. Oh, no. If you leave a like and subscribe, you will save Kirby from being demonically possessed by demons. You can save Kirby from being demonically possessed by subscribing. Even just subscribing saves him. You don't have to like, but you can subscribe and you will save Kirby. Just like or just subscribe or do both, and you will save Kirby from being demonically possessed by demons. Okay, I'll stop on that now. Anyways, this section I find to be the hardest part. This little part right here where all 3 of them are attacking. It can be pretty hard because it lasts for a while. But if you're careful, you can dodge all of the attacks. I like how Kirby's like... What? Okay, so the red one is the easiest to hit right now. Well, somewhat. Luckily, these guys now have no collision now, so I can actually touch them. Like, watch. See? No collision. It's because they've already been defeated, so they're not going to have any collision whatsoever for the last bit of the boss fight. Which is good, because there's one attack that's unbelievably hard to dodge if all of them still have collision. Well, that boss fight took a little longer than I expected. As you can see, abilities are not always the best. Even if it seems like it's the best ability, it sometimes won't work. And I accidentally touched the button again. Ugh. Keep doing that, guys. Oh. Oh, someone just watched one of my videos. He said, why do you put spoilers? I just want people to know what we did, but it's not like I'm spoiling, like, the whole thing. I just want people to know what we sort of did. I guess I'll answer them once I'm done this video, because right now we're still in the middle of the video, but luckily we're more than halfway through, so there's not too much content left. A little more than 20 minutes left of content. So what do you guys think of me doing hour-long playthroughs? It is a lot to do, but I feel like it feels right doing hour-long video. Anyways, we're on a World 3 Aqua Star. I kind of like the second level in this world. Problem is, I'm almost dead. Oh, jeez. Can we make this a no-death playthrough? Nope, never mind. As soon as I say that, I die. I usually die earlier than that, so I'm surprised I made it to World 3 without dying. That was a surprise in itself. Just because I'm feeling happy to let that guy live. That little Bronto bird. Oh yeah, be careful here. These guys can be a bit of a... I believe we need Cutter and... What else do we need? I know we need Cutter, but I can't remember the other ability we need. Hopefully it will come back to my mind before we get to the point of the level where we need to use it. I think this is the level where we have to. To be honest, guys, my memory is very hazy when it comes to trying to find all the crystal shards, because there's a total of 72. There are definitely people out there who know where they all are without needing help, but I'm just not one of those people, guys. I'm not able to do that. There are some games I can remember everything about, but when there's so much to remember, it's impossible for me to remember everything. Like, the Pokemon games, there's not usually too much to remember, so it's usually pretty easy to get through them. They don't make them too difficult, they usually have your next task out for you, they let you know what you need to do. Except in the case of the older ones, though. I like how cute Kirby sounds when he goes, Ichi! Kind of grab onto the platform. Spam the A button! I know, I don't know why I spam buttons. Now let's see, I feel like I'm supposed to get the ability soon. I just have a feeling. Oh yeah, we need Ice and Cutter! No, we don't! We don't! Oh, I feel like we need ice and something else, but what was it? Is it ice and stone? Nope. Well, now I see where they got the ice curling thing from. For Kirby Star Allies. Oh yeah, I should do a video on that. I haven't really done a video on that in forever. I mean, I could finish the rest of this game probably in one... Thank you, weird giant frog creature, for eating me whole, apparently. I mean, why? That's it! Bomb and ice! Yes, this is it! This is it! I remember now! That looks very familiar! That's the ability we need! Pure genius just struck in my mind as soon as I saw that! Problem is, it's hard to get through this room with that ability, so... Because sometimes it's very wonky and you will take damage for no reason, even though you didn't touch the enemy, like, in your physical normal hitbox. The hitbox can be a little wonky and actually detect that as a hit for Kirby taking damage. So you gotta be a little cautious. But luckily he's mostly invincible in this form. Oh, they put him in a tricky spot. Now that we're entering World 3, they're gonna start putting some tricky stuff. And my controller's vibrating every time I enter this. Every time I go into water. Oh yeah, and these guys. I call them pure agony because they are such marksmen with their arrows. Oh, this is where things get crazy hard. Just stand underneath him and do this. It also gets you underneath here with ease. And Tick, As you can see, they look even cuter than they do in the earlier games. Anyways, I'm gonna stop putting spoilers about what we did and just say that you have to see for yourself what we did. Or something like that. No, no, no. I can't lose that ability. That was too close, guys. We almost lost the ability. We need to get a shard. Oh, God. They're really trying to make me lose the ability now. It will split after a certain amount of time. As you can see, that was the only way to get the shard. He's trying to talk to me, but I'm in the middle of a video right now. Luckily for him, I only have 10 minutes left, so I can talk to one of my... Oh yeah, I forgot. I have him as a friend, too. I still have plenty of friends. Guess not. Everything isn't so bad after all. Ah, darn it. I pressed the wrong button. I just had to press the A button a second time in a row just to grab that. Now, this is why I like this level. They bring back the music from the game I just barely completed last night. Well, actually, I think I completed it early in the morning. Yeah, it was early in the morning. Now, I'm trying to remember what abilities I need here. Oh yeah, I need rock and fire, I believe, if I'm correct. And the music sounds even better than it did in Kirby Dream Land 3, to be honest. Ah, this brings back memories. If you guys have been with me through that whole playthrough, then you know the deja vu I feel right now. Having just barely completed that game on video and now playing the game that came right after it. It's total deja vu hearing this music. Oh yeah, and this part up ahead you have to run, otherwise Kirby's gonna fall into the pit below. And with how long this bridge is, even if you try to float all the way through it, you probably won't make it. I mean, you do have a chance of surviving this if you just like float on the sections of the bridge. But eventually I think Kirby will fail and eventually fall into the pit below. Yep, that looks like to be about right for the ability that I need. Hey, I may not be good at remembering certain things, but I do remember the animations of the abilities we need. Just keep doing that and you'll beat the boss with ease. The mini-boss with ease. Then just do that, grab a shard, and you're golden. Now, there's food up there. There will be food in the next segment. The next segment, oh yeah, Waddle Dee will help you out with something else too. I totally forgot. He doesn't do it till World 3 though. And since we're now in World 3 Level 2, this is the first segment where he actually does this. He doesn't do it too much in the game. It's like all the other cool segments. Because these are supposed to be cool. You're now in a river riding segment with Waddle Dee. And there actually is a crystal shard on this whole part of the game. This part of the level. So, let's see if I can grab it. Oh geez, I tried to grab that food and almost got hit in the process. That would have been unproductive when it comes to getting through the game. Waddle Dee has an exclamation point appear over his head whenever something is coming in the play that can actually hit you, and that notifies you need to jump. But how high you have to jump is for you to decide. So there is a little pressure there, but don't let it get to you too much in this part. It's very easy the first time around, and this is the first segment with that, so yeah. Anyways, the second and third crystal shard are the easiest to get. The first one it can be a bit troublesome because you're not going to know if you're going to need a certain ability for it. But luckily I played through this game enough to know that I should expect that. Oh yeah, they bring in the hyper candy. Right here. I like the invincibility music in this game compared to the other invincibility music. I don't know why they didn't keep this invincibility music. I really like it. Which one do you guys like better? If you see my earlier Kirby videos, and this is a question for you. Or, if you want to, you can look up the original Kirby invincibility music from the games before, and then compare it to this one, if you want to still be a part of the quiz if you haven't seen the other games. But I do suggest watching those to hear the music in their entirety, because I think it is a little better to hear it from the actual game. But still, you can listen to that music too. Anyways, which one do you guys like better? invincibility music for Kirby 64 to Crystal Shards, or the invincibility music they use in all the games, including the first one and any game that came after this one. They used it for all the games before this one, and then all the games that came after this one, they bring back the same invincibility music. It just sounds a little different, but it's still basically the same as the old one. It's just a little bit more better sounding, because, you know, technology and stuff. You know the drill on that. Game music slowly gets better, and may even sound a little different, because it now sounds like the creators wanted it to, now that they have more sounds at their disposal as the technology for music and other things that they use in video games advance over the years. And it has advanced a lot. As you can see, if you guys have seen all my videos so far, then you're seeing the evolution of Kirby in a nutshell in some sort of way. Because now you get to see all the Kirby games in their entirety and all the stuff that went into each and every game and how much different the games look over the course of... Oh, jeez, I'm high. Take that. You need a timeout, little boy. What do you think? Think I should put this... This guy is going in timeout for eternity for that. Oh yeah, be careful of that. That actually caught me off guard, and I actually took a hit from that when I first ever played this game on an emulator on the computer at school. I know, I was a big gamer at school, and still am even now outside of school. Though I'm not as much of a big gamer as I used to be, I'm still pretty big on gaming, so yeah. Now this level is a little different. 2 double abilities, and this will probably be the last level, which is sad too, because we almost completed a 3rd world. That is insane. Anyways, you gotta get rid of this ability. Well, you can't use it. We're not allowed to. Luckily for us, I think there's a way to get both double abilities before the end of the level. And both of them require... But one of the abilities in both double abilities happens to be the same. And it happens to be the cutter ability. First you need cutter and bomb for the 2nd shard. And then the 3rd one you need cutter and stone. I don't know which one, if it's the 3rd or 2nd. The 2nd or 1st shard that requires cutter and stone. I mean cutter and bomb. All I know is the 3rd shard requires cutter and stone, and even the 1st or 2nd shard require cutter and bomb. So you need those 2 abilities to get it. But it's very tricky getting them without having to re-enter the level. So I may end up failing and have to do the crystal shard in another video. But that would be fine. Right, guys? I mean, if we want to unlock the true final fight, we gotta get all the crystal shards. But there will be one I'm skipping. The first shard of World 6, Level 3, I'll skip so that way you can get to that ending. Uh-oh, I messed up there. I needed his ability. Let's do a retake on that. Oh yeah, in this game they made things a little different for Kirby in the water. In the next video, you'll soon see what I'm talking about. Or you may end up seeing in this video, I'm not sure. But right now I have an ability, so you guys aren't going to really see what I'm talking about. Stay in the water if you can. Those guys will cause some trouble to you. What was this?